Hey guys, 80s girl here. So I'm loving this gaming console. This has a 3.5-inch screen. It does come with a screen protector and some instructions, but they're fairly basic, not very detailed. You kind of just have to use it to learn how to navigate and what to do. It charges fairly quickly. I wouldn't say super quick, but it's not bad. And it lasts for about 2.5 hours of play. All the buttons work good and are pretty responsive, and I'll show you some examples of that. The power button is on the right side, and you just long press that, and then you kind of use the control pad to navigate through the screens. So here's kind of an example of a game and how well it works and what the graphics look like and sound. So what you'll notice is that some of the game quality or video quality is better than others. It's divided into different categories. So you have some high definition games, some scanline, fast, or dot matrix, and it really just depends. This does come with Garlic OS pre-installed, which just works with more platforms. It's faster. You could also use cheats with it, which is great, and it has some hotkeys for that. So here's just kind of an example of this. Please, no judgment. I really am not that great at car racing games. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to hold, and you do have a volume button that you can adjust by either pressing up or down, just like you would any other electronic. And it does have a headphones jack. I did not see any Bluetooth capabilities for this, so you do need a corded headphone for that. Sometimes it can be difficult to exit back to the main menu, so what I've found is I've had to use the reset button, and you just press that on the side below the power button. So here's another example of a classic game. So initially, to get to the games, you got to go into console, and there's different consoles. So you'll select it and then navigate through this. I've sped this up just to make it better for you, because it took me 20 minutes to record all the screens. When everybody's saying there's a lot of games, there are a lot of games, and it would be overwhelming to list them all for everybody. So I'll just kind of show you some of these screens so you know what games are there, because I kind of feel like that's one of the most important things. You want to know if the game you want to play or games you like are on the console, because this does come with pre-installed games. And that is loaded onto a 128 gigabyte card. They do also have 2 slots for those TF cards, and so that's something that I'm not, super great at or educated in as far as loading additional games and how to do all that. But there are several videos out there on that, so I think that there's ways to upgrade this as well. So as you can see, we're barely through half of these, and the list just goes on and on. There is not a game I don't think that you're going to be looking for that you're not going to find here, especially if it's one of the older games. The gaming console itself is pretty lightweight. It's like 10-11 ounces. So you can play for a long time without it bothering your hands, but your hands may cramp from the keypad. And again, if you have larger hands, it might not be as comfortable for you, because you might be double pressing buttons and you might find that a little bit more difficult. For the most part, I found that it operated. There was a couple games that didn't work, and I don't remember those names, but for me that wasn't a huge deal because the majority of them did, and it was more just why I was testing it out. I am actually super impressed with this because I didn't expect it to be as good a quality as it is. I think I was probably thinking more along the Game Boy line. It's been that long since I played. And this really just impresses me with how responsive it is, with how many options it has, and just all of that. So, and as you can see, the list of games goes on and on. So you have tons of hours you have tons of games that you could play for hours and hours, and as long as your battery life goes on. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that might be helpful to you, but I guess my only drawback on this was battery life. But it does work with a portable battery, so if you have one that is like one of those C-charged portable batteries, you could attach it. And but the battery life isn't that great, and it does take a little bit to charge it. So, but it's always good because after a couple hours you're tired of playing. I hope you found this helpful. Wish you well and happy shopping. Have a great day.